I Got the Hell Out does contain explicit content that might not be suitable for some listeners, such as children, those that easily get offended, and we do recommend that listeners at work put your earbuds in if you have coworkers around.
And if you like the show, please spread the word by telling as many people as you can. Would also appreciate if you would subscribe, rate, hopefully with 5 stars, and review the podcast on iTunes. You can find us there as well as on Stitcher and Overcast. You can follow us on Twitter at WasInACult, on Facebook at I Got the Hell Out, and on Instagram at I Got the Hell Out with an underscore after each word. You can contact us through our website at IGotTheHellOut.com.
Hi, guys.
Hi, it's Laura.
And it's Deb, and it's another episode of I Got the Hell Out. And guess what's happening this week?
What?
You never know.
I never know anything. You're going to ask me what happened yesterday, what happened today, what happened, what's going on this week. I don't know.
Well, it's Valentine's Day coming up on Thursday.
Oh, crap. That's right.
Yes. So,
woohoo.
Well, it was a man-made holiday. You know that.
It's a Hallmark holiday.
Well, it's actually comes from something that was real, but then Hallmark grabbed onto it type deal.
Right.
So,
cha-ching.
Did you see the amount of crap available in the stores?
No, I haven't, but I can imagine.
They sell a greeting card that is 4 foot high and 2 foot wide, and it's only $3. It's less than a normal size card. Yeah.
It's only $3.
Yeah.
Our normal one's like $6.
Including the envelope, which you could turn it into a poster after you're
what
done
the
with
hell
it.
are you going to do with a card that big?
Turn it into a poster. You have a choice of 16 different fronts.
Oh, good God.
But you could turn it into a poster, I suppose. Anyway, we discussed
can you mail it?
Yeah.
Could you imagine the poor,
schmuck that has to carry it? Would you actually have to put do not bend on it? Where would you put it? Between the door?
How much would the postage be? You just lean it up against the door, I guess.
If you're going to hand deliver it. See, you would be participating in paganism. See?
It would be almost worth it to take it to the post office and have it delivered.
I should stop at Walmart on my way home.
Who are you going to send it to?
You.
Man?
You?
Me? Oh my God.
It would be funny to send little man something, but I that would require spending money, and I'm just not into that.
Yeah.
I can't even throw pennies at him anymore. He's not worth it. So, yeah.
But to see him dodge pennies, that would be kind of funny.
Do I get to use the ceiling shot while I'm doing it?
Sure. Whatever.
Whatever floats my boat.
Makes you happy.
All right. Well, in going through the material for the show this morning, because I always wait till last minute,
Yeah, as do I.
I guess I'm scrolling through Facebook putting stuff off, and I came across this thing, and they have John 3:16. Okay.
Right. Okay.
And they have the word Valentine vertical, so that loved is the V, gave is the A. So it's making it look like the Bible verse is actually biblical almost.
You
like
could make
Valentine.
Oh, jeez. It says a Valentine from God.
Yes.
Oh, brother.
Well, I just it's pagan, and here it is coming from a church source. Yeah. And what else did I have? I don't remember. Okay. But we did Valentine's Day last year.
Valentine's Day.
So I'm sure everybody's either listened to that or maybe not. Who knows?
Not, go back and listen to it.
If not, go back and listen to it. Okay.
On that note. Okay.
Oh,
you know what? While you're scrolling through your phone, I am going to...
Oh, pineapple Kool-Aid exists.
Oh, yeah, you posted that on Facebook, right?
No. I am now.
Oh, you are now? Okay.
But, hi Mel, she's an ex-member, but she found pineapple Kool-Aid. Apparently you have to be in Mexico or some Spanish-speaking place.
But it exists.
Pineapple. Something like that.
Cool. I never even heard of that.
Bet you we can find it on eBay.
I bet we can. All right, so I have 3 people that we would like to thank for Patreon. The first one is Catherine P., Diane H., and Amy S. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it.
Glad you're enjoying it so much. I'm totally still blown away that you said we should do this, and I'm like, no one's gonna everybody's gonna laugh, and here we are.
We're almost up to 150,000 downloads.
Wow!
After this episode, we'll be past 150.
High five, but
Hey,
quietly.
quiet high five.
Quiet high five so we don't blow people's... Did you ever thunk it?
No, not in a million years.
I've been trying to use really bad English lately, and it's
Like
really
little man.
hard to do. Do you know that? And the looks you get when people look at you like, do you even have an education?
Sort of like little man on his tapes.
I can't even listen to those. I wanted to listen to the other half of that tape with you, but didn't get to it. Jean C. Apparently lives in some place that she can't get Dr. Bronner's.
Oh, okay.
And for those of you that, are like me, you're just too damn lazy sometimes to do something that you want to do. Apparently you can go on a website and they have the label on there. So
you can just like read the label
yeah, you
and
can
laugh.
just sit in the comfort of your couch and laugh about it,
Good to know.
And yeah, I am not going to post this one, but I'm going to read this one. Okay. But this is from a listener with one of her initials is M.
Okay.
Okay.
That look in your face. Uh-oh.
I seriously do. I never tell anybody to do anything. You know that, Laura, right? Apparently, she's doing some sleuthing work.
Ooh.
Yeah. She found some stuff on a current member's page, and I guess she screenshotted the stuff for me.
Oh, that's some serious sleuthing going on.
Well, they make it so easy.
Yeah, you said they do.
Remind me to tell you, I found the bitch I love to hate, and there's some interesting shit on her page.
Is there?
We'll get into that in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, I just can't post this because
it gives too much away.
Right. Well, she found this on a current member's page, and I'm gonna read this to you because apparently this is either in their scripture book or this is in Little Man's books or who knows. Okay. Now listen carefully. Scriptures, they're the most merciful things on the face of the earth. Praise God. And apparently applause is in parentheses, so there must be applause.
Or you're supposed to applaud.
I guess so. Okay. And God, in his mercy, will actually allow the people to die who wouldn't come into unity with him and stop causing the suffering that is going on right now. By the way, that was one long sentence.
That's why, look at my face. I'm just like, huh?
I almost didn't have enough breath to finish it. Okay, I gotta finish this now. The most merciful thing a person could do right now is to teach a person to stop sinning and bringing this sickness, disease, hatred, confusion, wars to the earth. That's mercy. That's true mercy.
That makes no sense.
I guess he's saying God allowing people to die is true mercy. But seriously, that first sentence, I'm going to read it one more time, okay?
Okay.
And it starts with and. I mean, you're not supposed to start a sentence with and, are you? I don't think you are.
Probably not.
And there's no commas in any of this, okay?
Oh, why would there be punctuation? Why would there be?
You would think punctuation costs something. Okay. And God, in his mercy, will actually allow the people to die who wouldn't come into unity with him and stop causing the suffering that is going on right now.
Wow.
Does that even make sense?
No, that makes no sense. None of that you read makes sense.
Well, what I get out of it is God's going to let people that are sinning die.
Okay.
Instead of going to hell where you'll burn forever, you're just going to die.
Okay.
I don't know. And apparently their scripture books are purple now.
Oh, they are? The ones that you can buy or the ones they use? Or
I'm assuming so because one of the screenshots she sent me shows, I guess somebody's, has their new purple book and they're just,
and then next year will probably, be a different color that you need to buy.
I don't know, but the generic ones were always green. See that one sitting on your floor right there?
Oh, yeah.
I look at that thing every so often. I just get the heebie-jeebies out of it. But the green one was the least expensive one you could buy. I guess because maybe green was the color of binding that they don't sell a lot, so maybe they get it half price.
Yeah, who knows, yeah.
But, you could get real fancy because my last one was a feast gift. And it was...
Ooh, what color was that one?
It was black leather bound
Ooh.
with gold imprinting on the front of it with my name, Deaconess Debriah. Yeah.
Look at you, like highfalutin with that leather bound one.
Well, it was a status symbol to have one of them, you know? They was quite pricey.
Oh man, but you're flaunting that around.
No, not really, because I thought it was
joking.
money that was wasted. The green one of
just
propaganda was
fine.
perfectly fine.
You don't need leather bound propaganda.
No, with fancy gold stamping.
Yeah, you don't need that.
Oh, hey guys, have you thought of charging for signed editions? Hey, there you go. You should give me a 1% on that one if you haven't thought of it yet.
A sign.
Send me a royalty check. You know where I live. What?
Oh my god. Wait, go back to, you were talking about the bitch you love to hate.
Oh, yeah. The bitch I love to hate.
What about her?
Well, I was scrolling around on, their official Facebook page today because it's just pure gold. I mean, every time I go on there, it is just pure gold. And we're going to go there in a little bit too.
Okay.
But I was under the testimonials where you can rate them from 1 to 5 stars. And of course, everybody's got the same last name scrolling through there,
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the bitch I love to hate. And click on the name, and guess what?
What?
Her page is open to the public, man.
No.
Hell yeah. Hey, by the way.
How many hours did you spend scrolling on that?
Not many, because she's boring as fuck, man.
Okay.
She did paint her porch back in 2017.
Really? How nice.
It
What color?
It looked white.
Oh.
Yeah, cute little tablecloth with her little
Oh, how
table
cute.
and chairs, and it was still a trailer. Come on, girl. It's still a trailer. That's all I can tell you. Kudos to you for trying to brighten up little Cultyville world, though, because she lives right on the property.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so her Facebook page is just there for anyone.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh, and Little Man has like 4 pages. And his one personal page, I feel kind of bad for him because he only has 297 followers.
Oh, poor little guy.
I have more of that in my own personal page, for crying out
I
loud.
don't even know that many people.
I know that many people from being in Cultyville and from living in different states and other assorted stuff and whatnot.
So when he has like 4 personal ones?
Yeah, one is his first and last name. One is his first, middle, and last name. He has one that he's a public figure.
Oh, good
The official,
Lord. I know it, yeah.
And then he's got the official one that I think he's got like 1,500 followers, But
oh my God.
it's enough to give you a headache.
4, really?
Oh, and on the bitch I love to hate, if she could contact us and let me know what's going on in that picture that I showed you, Laura, where it must be feast registration or something, and they have all these books behind that woman that you saw standing
It's like
there.
a library.
It's not a library. It's a, hi, I'm here for feast, and do you have all these books, ma'am?
Oh, and if you don't, you really should get them.
Yes, and for, the members that show up for feast and they maybe don't have as much money and can't afford as much. Mm-hmm. Well, Laura, you and Greg showed up for feast, and guess what? You have an extra $200 in first tithe that you're just itching to spend. And look at all them titles in front of you.
Oh.
And you don't have to pay the postage.
That's true.
I'm telling you.
So you're saving $5.
Their postage is outrageous. I mail a lot of stuff for eBay and whatnot, right? Mm-hmm. Media mail is the cheapest you can
Isn't it $2?
send. It's
like $2 for whatever size or whatever.
No, it still goes by weight, whether
Okay.
it's a box of magazines, books, records, tapes. It still goes by the weight on it, but it is so ridiculously cheap. And I call her the postal Nazi because she really is. But, everybody's good at their job, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
But she's famous for opening people's packages because they try and, if Matter for the Blind is free.
Okay.
If I was to send something to my friend Kathy who's blind, it's free.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's a perk of being blind, but being blind isn't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's not many perks to that, but
Yeah.
but she can kind of tell when something's not matter for the blind. Somebody tried to send medium mail the one day, and it was a bag of Skittles. Okay,
No.
there's nothing media that rattles like a bag of candy. Yeah.
Right.
So anyway, what were we talking about?
I don't remember. The bitch you love to hate.
Oh yeah. I just couldn't believe her page was public. I don't know.
People, you gotta figure that out.
I can't give her first name.
I know.
Though.
I know that.
I could read her review though, and somebody could match it up.
Oh, you could do that.
Well, before we do that, how about we go back to the pending posts? Here.
Okay, go ahead.
This person here, it's a pending post that I'm going to delete after I read it, and I am asking you, sister, to please get a hold of me because I know you, but I have no idea who you are by the screen name that you use. And she's probably sitting there laughing hysterically, okay?
Okay.
So her post, so I was out shopping and came face to face with a member. She made eye contact. She said nothing, just kept walking. I guess I've been shunned.
Sounds like it.
If people just stopped caring.
Oh
I mean, in all honesty, when you hate somebody, that person doesn't care if you hate them.
Right.
It's a burning rock in your own hand. If people walk up to me and tell me my clothes don't match, I look at them and go, "Thanks, you noticed. It's a test. See how many people, Anyway, I installed my messenger today, girl. Please get a hold of me. I know I should know who you are, but I don't know who it is.
When you find out, you'll be like, "Oh yeah."
Yes. Listener question comes from Chris E. Debbie, can you tell me how they will choose a new prophet when the current leader passes away? Love your show. I'm from Canada. Hi, Canada.
Right. Hey.
And thank you. We always speculated on that there would be like some really weird power struggle between elders. There were 3 of them that we all thought would be fighting for the top spot. But one of them guys left, so we know it ain't him.
So now there's 2 fighting to be Grand Poobah.
I don't know if they'll actually be a fight or not. One of them is the bitch I love to hate's husband. So,
wouldn't she love that?
Oh, she would be the Grand Poobah bitch.
She would be in her glory.
I wonder what happens to little man's wives. Do they lose their status? Because, literally, I told you, they all sat in the middle of the sanctuary in the first 3, 4, 5 rows.
Maybe they'd have to make a new section.
I don't know. Anyway, we're not real sure. Somebody told me that all of his boy children, remember we covered this, all his boy children are being schooled.
Right.
So he's got his own little Legion army type thing to take over-ish. I don't know. Gives me the creeps that these people are living out there. And I just imagine kids that were born when my children were born, Laura.
And they're still there.
They're still there and they know nothing of the outside world.
And they're listening to these damn sermons, these damn tapes. Oh my God.
Well, yeah.
And that's all they know. That is so scary.
That and what they're allowed to be told, what they've watched, I don't know. Okay, Sarah, she says, she must have found them. Okay. Because it creeps me out to look at him. If I know his picture is going to be somewhere, like I was trolling their official page today, right? I know if I'm doing that, his face is bound to pop up.
Right.
I'm prepared for it, okay? And I don't really... Anyway, she goes on. I keep trying to figure out who little man reminds me of. Finally came to me, and he looks a lot like C. Everett Koop. I'm not sure I know who that is. Laura?
Oh my God. He was the Surgeon General.
Okay.
That's what he was. And you know what? He does look like Little Man a little bit.
Oh my God, what a curse.
Poor guy.
Who's older? Which one would be older?
I think he's dead.
Oh. Not the one I want to be dead, of course.
No. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong.
Okay. chime on in on Facebook. I don't know who it is. We'll have to find a picture and post it in the comments.
We can do a side. Oh crap! We can't. Well, we can't post Little Man. I was gonna say we could do a side by side
Someday.
someday.
Another listener, M, she's up to episode 17, and she just writes, your husband carelessly takes off his wedding ring. How terrible. What were the emotions that were going through your head? I would have been crushed. You're so incredibly strong. You're so brave. Well, I thank you, but I don't feel strong and brave sometimes. Soul crushing. It was literally soul crushing for all of those men to be taking off their wedding rings. Like, it was absolutely nothing.
It meant nothing to them.
Nothing. And I think the men just worshiped Little Man, and they all wanted to be elders so bad.
So whatever it took to get there.
Poor Kenny wanted to be an elder so freaking bad, and probably still does to this day. And quite a few people that have left that were in parts of the upper echelon, they told me that Kenny would never be an elder.
Why not?
Because it keeps him hungry, and Pastor likes that. Got to keep him hungry. Got to keep him, I can do more. I can do better. I can do more. I can do better. God's going to see this. So I don't even know if they cast lots on the poor man.
Oh, Kenny's Corner.
Bada bing.
Sucks to be you.
Hey, if anybody knows if Kenny ever made elder, please let me know. As far as I know, he hasn't, Laura.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that wedding ring thing sucked. Screw you, Ken. We have a listener named Amanda. She has product ideas for us.
Oh no. Go ahead.
Okay, Amanda, hit me up on Messenger. We'll be able to work something out. She's having way too much fun, and she says, she wants to do this, but she didn't want to do it without our permission, okay? She says, please let me know. So many of us are dying for some culty swag. And it looks like it's a bikini, a real nice bikini, and on the front of it, it just simply says sin hole.
Oh my God, it's a pair of panties that says sin hole. Oh my God.
Yeah, Amanda, get with me, and we'll see. You know what, guys? I'm going to approve this post and let me know what you think. And
chime in, please.
Please chime in. Somebody asked if I drank Bud Light. No.
I thought you drank any beer.
I drink ice beer, ICE beer.
Okay.
And it's Budweiser ice or it's natural ice.
Okay.
So I'll drink almost any kind of beer except for the icky flavored ones. But no. Natty, it's me, Natty Ice. You walk into the beer distributor. What do you have, Natty?
Natty Ice.
It's natural.
Oh God.
Natural ice. I don't know. Anyway, what else did I have? Oh, and remember Candace Payne I mentioned yesterday?
Oh, that was the one about the homeless and the Snowmageddon.
I only caught a glimpse of it, but apparently she was on Ellen DeGeneres.
I did see that. I saw that on Facebook or Instagram
but
or something.
I think Ellen gave her $50,000 to keep on doing kind and nice things.
Yep, Ellen's awesome.
That is the way the world should freaking work.
Yep.
And someday that's going to be us.
Someday. Slowly but surely.
I heard the government's semi-back open, but
they're open until, I think this week sometime.
Okay, going downtown, I can start the nonprofit for free.
Okay.
Doing it online costs $35. Go figure.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that's really stupid.
I can afford $35, trust me. So.
All right.
Yay.
Hey, do we have a Kool-Aid recipe?
Oh my God.
We didn't do that yet, did we? Did we do that?
No, we didn't, because we always forget.
Okay.
And again, there's no name to this one. Name it, people. You name it yourself, okay?
Right, exactly.
Laura gave me this recipe this morning, and I had to fix it a bit because it calls for 1 part vodka to 5 other ingredients, and I really don't want 1 part vodka. I don't want. Anyway, mix anywhere from 1 to 3 parts vodka.
Okay.
To 1 part cranberry, 1 part lime, Orange Kool-Aid, because nobody likes the orange. You got to find something.
Got to
do
mix it with some alcohol.
Yeah, got to mix it with some alcohol. A half a part of amaretto and a half part of melon liqueur.
Sounds actually pretty good.
You know, there's so many of these we need to make, but like, it's not happening on a Sunday afternoon when I have to go to work.
Right.
You know, if I was going to a cleaning job, that would be a little different, but I'm literally working around shit that can send me to the hospital. And what's crazy about working in the food industry is, like, they're the best people. And somebody could actually go in and go in a little drunk. And as long as you do your job, nobody's going to care. As long as you're not messing up.
Mm-hmm.
But, and not where I work, of course. Other restaurants, do you know what I mean? But if you come in and you can't do your job, you're falling all over the place, acting the fool, that's when you get fired. So
you mean when you're like totally shit-faced?
Yeah.
Don't go to work.
Pretty much. Who shows up at work totally shit-faced?
I'm sure there's some people.
There was one guy at work, that's how he got canned. He couldn't even stand up, but he's
now,
falling.
Who thinks that's a good idea to show up like that?
I don't know, but rumor has it that he texted the boss pictures of crack rocks saying he got ripped off or something that night. I don't know.
Wow, things you do not send to your boss. That would be one of them.
Yeah, because I actually asked at one point, because usually if you get fired for something like that, they'll give you a second chance. And, well, I was told there would be no second chances because there was some very interesting, you know, texts that were sent that evening.
Oh, my God. I thought you were going to say, like, he sent a dick pic or something.
I think that probably would have been better. I don't know. You know, people at work listen to this. Shit. Okay.
Well, at least they know who we're talking about.
I don't even know if we should leave this part in. Where are we at so I can think about it? Okay.
We're 27.
We're at 27. Well, 26, 25. I don't know. Okay. Remember when I talked about the garlic tampons?
Yes. How could I forget?
Okay. Well, it hit me last week after we were done recording and I was on the way home of why we had the garlic tampons. Because last week's show was talking about the parasites of the sperm from the men you've slept with.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the sperm turns the parasites.
Right. So
And garlic gets rid of it?
Garlic kills the parasites. Garlic is like God's best thing he ever made for killing anything.
So vampires and parasites.
Vampires and parasites.
There's the name of the episode.
Oh, God. I don't remember what I'm talking. Oh, what?
Garlic tampons.
Oh, yeah. Well,
how could you forget?
Because I'm now thinking of vampires. Squirrel, boom. That was the purity class where we were all sitting around looking at each other going, what the hell? Because you were supposed to literally do this if you weren't a virgin.
Right, okay.
Okay. And if you had been with more than one man. Like if Greg was your first time ever.
Okay.
And you're married to him.
Right.
You don't have to use the garlic tampon.
Okay. So,
but if you dated somebody before Greg, okay, and then you and Greg got married and went to the cult,
okay,
you'd have to use your garlic tampon. Because you still had that man's DNA parasitic sperms in you that you have to now try and get rid of.
Because they last forever.
They last forever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not according to medicine, but hey.
Because, parasites.
Parasites.
And I'd like to give a shout out to ex-member Gary. He gave us a really cool picture of him sitting by his trailer with his feet up in a fire holding a Budweiser. And he says, chill it, Buffalo Bill style. Because he has a really nice camping trailer now. Back in the day, everybody had like the most broken down crap sometimes imaginable.
Oh my God.
My one friend's feast trailer was, the camper that goes on the back of a pickup truck?
Yeah.
And when it's not on the back of the pickup truck, it got those two big metal front legs to hold it up to keep from falling over.
That I don't know, but okay.
Anyway, that was her feast trailer. That's where she stayed all week.
Lord.
And she consisted on a lot of ramen noodles and eating at other people's, but then she had a tithe on, eating that sandwich at my place.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Can you imagine living on ramen?
No.
And that was using her second tithe because she still had to pay her feast registration, this, that, and the other. And she worked, for the press room. So I think she got between $20 and $40 a week. How do you live on that?
God, you don't. You don't.
And yeah, she's the one that her husband left after 2 weeks, and she was alone and somehow she ended up little man's wife or under his headship at this point.
Oh,
so
wow.
I still trying to find out the story on that one. I don't know.
Well, she moved up.
Well, little man had a wife at one point that was smart enough to take stuff, I guess, at one point.
Mm-hmm.
But there's apparently a book that has him posing with each of his, here we go with the finger quote, wives. Like, it's a giant book that's nothing but, like, portraits of him standing with each of the women that he's married.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And there's like you could buy that book?
No.
Or is it like his photo album?
I think it's a photo album given to each of the wives.
Oh, which I'm sure they love.
And I don't know if it's in chronological order. I don't know if the favorite's on top or the best liked.
The best liked.
Best liked. Anyway, yeah.
Ew.
But it was creepy. Creepy. What else do I have here for you, Laura?
Keep scrolling with you.
I'm scrolling. Oh, these cracked me up, okay? On their official webpage. Mm-hmm. They have something called Pastor's Bread Sacks.
I want to call it a bread sack from now on.
Not lunch sack. Pastor's bread sack.
The pastor's bread sack. Oh, no.
Anyway, apparently there's, maybe they sell bread and there's I don't know. Hold on. I gotta write this down.
Oh my God. Whenever I lived, like little sidebar here, but the word sack, which I just have to giggle at. When I lived in Indiana, the state of Indiana, and I worked retail, they didn't call them bags.
They were sacks.
They were sacks. And they'd be like, someone would say, like, would you like a sack with that? Or would you like that in a sack? And I giggled every single time like I was like a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah, down south they do that a lot.
Sort
too.
of like I am now. I mean,
it's the difference between a buggy and a cart.
But it's not as funny as the word sack.
I know the word sack. Okay, Pastor's bread sacks.
Okay.
There were quite a few of these to choose from, okay? But this one is a quote from the second book of Little Man.
Okay.
It says, "You will be this special treasure, a kingdom of priests to him. You will be the immediate family. You're going to be above everything in the universe."
What's it
You're
have to do with the bread
speechless.
sack?
Well, it's a quote from Little Man. I guess you're happy to get quotes from Little Man on your bread sack. I don't know.
Get it tattooed on your bread sack.
I don't know, but it's
the stuff that you read, it makes no sense.
But well, here, I'll translate for you. Laura, follow Little Man, and you will narcissistically be better and above everything in the universe.
Alrighty.
Because you're following Little Man now.
And he's better than everything in the universe. Except for his grammar.
He who rules is God. Oh, here's another one. God searches the heart and tests us to see where help is needed for perfection.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, and apparently, remember I told you they were doing that numerology shit?
Yeah.
It's called Gematria. Gematria?
No idea.
Apparently, he's explaining this in why he's the two witnesses.
Oh, geez.
One of the two witnesses. But it's a method of interpreting the Hebrew scripture words and phrases by computing the numerical value of words based on those of their something letters. The three methods used in the hidden secrets of the two witnesses. I guess he has the hidden secrets.
Oh my God.
He has a new book. Posts are Hebrew. They're popularly called Jewish, English, and simple gematria. These three methods of calculation are found by going to www.gematrix.org and simply entering the desired word or phrase you want to calculate.
Okay, because we have nothing better to do with our time, right?
I don't know, but apparently he's taken his book, The Two Witnesses, and has broken it down numerically through gematria. Sounds like witchcraft to me. He needs put to death. I don't know.
He has too much time on his hands is what's going on.
Okay. Now, I went to their reviews because you can rate them 1 to 5 stars.
Okay.
This person has a culty name, so I don't know why he wrote this, but this place is a real cult. If you're going here, be careful because they're going to try to make you a real slave.
Whoa, from a member? That's really...
I don't know, but here's one from a guy named Jess. He does not recommend them, and this is all bold print, okay?
Okay.
No love, no unity. Little man, the pastor of this church, says he is a character in the Bible, but he really is just an old perverted okie that uses the scriptures to obtain slaves and wives. He is the definition of a slumlord. Go see for yourself. I have seen his rental properties. Everyone who moves down is screwed over in some way, shape, or form. He and his priest control with intimidation and fear. They are hypocrites like no other organization I've ever seen. So be cautious when looking at this material, which is mumbo jumbo about numbers and clouds. But the main doctrine is for little man to own you. I would not let this man near my children, especially girls.
Well, damn, he hit the nail on the head.
No shit. I'm just wondering if I could cross out where it came from and post this.
Oh, I think you should. That, summed it up beautifully.
It summed it up. He wants you to be slave. Would you like to hear the bitch I love to hate's testimony?
Oh, yeah, I would.
Hey, guys, look through the testimonies. You'll be able to figure out who she is.
Then you can go on her page.
We can't say that.
Sorry.
You can look people up and skulk like I do.
Well, if it's not on private, it's out there for everyone to see, right?
I have way too much fun with this shit sometimes. I'm
just saying.
Oh, wait. Here's her testimony. Okay. I am a member of the house of God for 3 decades now. There is no other place I have ever found where once you have been here, you just can't get enough of it. It's a well that truly never runs dry. Come all who are thirsty, freely drink.
What the hell?
Yeah, until you find out you gotta buy all this shit and do all this shit. There ain't nothing free out there, for crying out loud. And we gotta figure out what's going on in this picture, Laura.
Yeah, you gotta ask some people.
I'd be asking people. It looks like some segregation, something.
Does to me.
I don't know.
Which wouldn't surprise me down there.
Look at his nasty ass face. Diseases are no accident.
I don't want to look at him. Don't want to look at him.
At least he got his teeth fixed.
Oh.
You should have seen his Oh, look. More of pastor's bread sacks. I have no idea what PAVE means. It's like an acronym. Okay. But it has 766.264.44 equals 1074 in gematria. Oh, and there's a PAVE pledge. I pledge to do my part to end violence. Are you in? Don't listen, watch, or play violent media for 1 day. And it's dated 2/12/19.
Oh, okay.
But I have to apologize. I kept making fun of you last week because I said you only listened to like a quarter of that tape.
Yeah, the apology time here. Come on. Because some people
It should've-
don't know the way that a cassette tape works, do they?
I forgot which side the tape started on.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you didn't listen to 10 minutes of it. You had to fast forward through that. So you successfully, I would give you 2/3 of the one side, maybe 3/4.
You kept saying, yeah, you're just like, it's only been 1/3. I'm like, honey, I sat there for almost an hour and a half. It is, yeah, the tape goes from left to right.
Yes. So I apologize. You listened in. Oh, by the way,
What?
on their official page, this is they want you to know. Want emergency notifications emailed to you? Vital information? Breaking prophecy updates.
Oh, God.
Sign up to our email list. The time is short and you need this info. Don't wait. Click below on the link.
Breaking pharmacy. Breaking prophecy.
Updates. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
How-
Could you only imagine what those are?
I have no idea.
Oh my God.
I forgot that one though. I just thought it was hysterical.
That is
Breaking
great.
prophecy, the updates. What are the updates? Laura, the prophecy.
I guess it's stuff
we
that-
need an update.
I guess it's stuff that they're working on that they realize all of a sudden.
Maybe they're plugging numbers in here and there.
Who knows? They're doing stuff on the
Little
timeline.
man's traveling.
He's traveling back and forth, talking to, different prophets.
He's going around the world promoting peace.
Absolutely.
He's a busy man.
He's a busy man.
Anyway, you were supposed to listen to the second half of that tape.
Well, I decided to listen to another tape because
Why?
I couldn't handle that shit.
You didn't want to listen to Parasites no more?
I had enough parasites. I had enough of that. So this one was about whoredom. WHOREDOM.
Okay.
As in, do not be a whore. She is a whore. Which he said all of that.
Oh, that was the whore speech.
The horse. Yeah.
We were all whores.
Yeah. All women are whores.
Yeah, we're whores.
Yeah. So it starts out with pedophile elder. Like you said, they
and
always
pedophile
do.
elder always. When pedophile elder spoke, you knew little man was coming on stage.
Ooh, so he's like the opening act.
Yeah, pedophile elder was always the opening act.
Okay, so he starts out by saying, "Are we ready for some more changes? We're going to have to make these changes in order to survive." So I guess he meant survive for the next 3 years or whatnot.
3.5 years, Trump did something. Remember?
That's right. So now he's talking about men, and this is like one of the creepiest things I've heard. He said, by having your daughter sit on your lap, you're teaching them to rely on men. This is why the world is in the shape it is in today. What the hell?
I so totally forgot about that.
Now, you're teaching them to rely on men. Isn't that what the cult does? The women have to rely on the men. They can't do a damn thing by themselves.
I don't
Right?
remember. I just remember a few of the smaller girls were sad because they couldn't sit on their dad's lap anymore.
That's so sad.
And my children, I think, were old enough by then, but they didn't crawl up in my lap. But like boy children weren't allowed in your lap, and girl children.
That is so, so sad.
The whole place out there reeks of sadness.
Oh my God. So now they also start talking about genetics. He and little man both start talking about genetics. Now,
This is when I nudged my friend and said this should be good because I don't think either of them know a damn thing about DNA and genetics.
they don't even know how to spell genetics, I'm quite sure. Okay. Now, I love genetics. I'm a geek when it comes to that. I almost went to college for that before I switched over to pharmacy. I was
Okay.
going to go into like genetics. So this is like right up my alley. So I'm laughing the whole time he's talking about this because he knows jack shit about
Okay.
any of this. So this is still pedophile elder. He's talking about your genetics, your blood, your DNA. You carry bacteria with you, even on your feet. You get into it with the chickens, and you pick up chicken poop and you spread it into another chicken just from the bottom of your feet.
Yes. Or you put it on your lips. Keep going.
Chicken poop. Okay, so now we're back to comparing things to STDs. Okay.
Oh God, everything is STDs. STDs are the cause. Global warming is caused by STDs. Did you know that?
We got to find that pamphlet.
It's a sermon.
Maybe it's on one of the other tapes that I'm going to luckily get to since I have to listen to them. Damn you. He says, by the touching, the kissing, the clothes. Yes, the clothes you wear can harbor bacteria. You really need to study on this.
That's why you can't get stuff from a resale shop.
Oh my God. So he says it's in the food, it's in your clothes, it's in the air. You've got to guard yourself against it.
Yes.
We must not doubt the law and the prophets and what we're being taught here. Don't ever laugh about anything that goes on here.
Well, some of it was just so ridiculous that we would just be laughing.
I guess he had to say that because everyone was laughing.
Well, the one woman, it was so sad, Laura. But I've been talking to her, texting her, but I guess she worked in the cafe, whatever. They weren't allowed to laugh anymore.
Oh my God.
And they were fined 25 cents if they were caught laughing and smiling.
What?
Yeah. Is that not sad? Because
Why?
Because the sound of a woman's laughter can turn a man on.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah. You know, there's literally no more laughing out. You can't laugh.
That is the saddest thing I've ever heard.
It gets worse. Keep reading.
Oh my God. Well, now he's on to dairy. He kept hopping around all over the place.
He hops around. He's a hopper.
Dairy is susceptible to carrying disease, and no one is daring to do the research on this. They're scared, because could you imagine how the world would panic over this?
Panic. He used the word panic?
He used the word, he did. Ooh,
little man.
No, that was pedophile elder.
Oh,
We're still on pedophile elder.
Oh, okay. Pedophile elder.
Then he said, we need to change and to practice putting off this old DNA. See, he's going back and forth to DNA. DNA, dairy, whatever.
They have a breeding program.
Oh my God. Okay, so now we're on to little man.
Okay.
And he starts babbling on about God knows what.
He babbles a lot. A lot of times you're sitting there going, what the fuck is this man trying to say?
Yeah, and he goes back and forth too. Just like, oh, wow, I can't believe I'm listening to these tapes. That's all I got to say. Okay, so then he says, each cell in the body has a little computer that sends out messages to your mind.
Little computers.
Little computer. Each little cell is a little computer.
Now, wait a minute. How do you get updates on that?
I wonder if it ever gets a virus that crashes.
Well, that's where sickness comes from.
You get a virus.
Yes.
It's your little computer.
Your little computers get sick.
It all makes sense.
And it all comes from your sin hole. Keep going.
Oh my God. DNA fingerprinting forms a blueprint of your life. They found this out.
Okay.
I don't know who they is, but they found it out. Once you start life, there are no cures, only prevention.
Okay.
There's lots of cures for stuff, little man. I hate to tell you.
Only prevention, Laura.
Well,
You just have to believe. You have to listen to every word that spews out of his mouth.
okay. Now, here's a good thing about genetics that I really like, okay? DNA fingerprinting is used to locate gene segments that causes genetic diseases. He starts laughing. They don't cause it. It's the bastard back there that stuck his dick in a place where it shouldn't have been and fed it to that child that caused this disease. That caused it to be put in the gene. The gene is not causing the problem. The baby is suffering from the sins of the parent. Look at your
Holy
face.
freaking shit.
So
basically, he's talking about somebody raped a baby.
No, basically what he's saying is genetic diseases aren't caused by genes. So if you have somebody that has Down syndrome, okay, that means they have an extra
Chromosome.
21 chromosome,
Right.
Okay, that's not what Down syndrome is caused by, though. It's not caused by that. It's caused by the sins of the parent. It has nothing to do with the genes.
That's what I told you last week. If something was wrong with Sammy, they would like if you were a perfect cult member and Sammy was born in the cult and there was something wrong with her, you can't understand why God is doing this, okay? It's not your fault. Somebody sinned in your past genealogy. Because
Oh yeah, he gets into that
the
too.
sins
They're
of the
passed down.
parents get passed down through up to the 7th generation. So people that you've never even met, don't know what they look like, never even heard their names, did something, and you're paying for it.
Do you know what? It's really weird that whenever they like talk about genetics, this is not brought up.
I'm gonna
I
tell you.
find it kind of funny.
Keep reading.
Okay. Let's see here. Using genetic engineering to produce biological drugs from genetic altered cells. He just blabbers that, okay?
It's just a phrase of
It's
some
just
sort.
a phrase of some sort. Exactly. Again, I'm writing this word for word, okay? Of course they're trying like Satan is. And don't think that Satan doesn't have the same computer. She's working too to try to find cures.
So Satan sounds like the good guy. Girl.
She's
Well, if Satan's
she's-
looking to find the cures and God's the one
but
smiting you with
remember,
them.
there are no cures. There's only prevention.
Oh, okay. So don't ever sin and you'll never get sick.
guess.
Unless your relative 3 generations ago did something really bad, then you're going to die.
But I like how Satan has a little computer too. Our cells have little computers and Satan has a computer. Wonder if they're hooked up together.
I was gonna
Can
say-
they like IM each other?
With Wi-Fi, I mean, come on.
Can they like instant message each other?
Satan's messing with your cells. Keep going.
Little computers. Oh my God. Let's see here. If you don't understand this, go back and listen to the sermons. Don't throw away your salvation because of something some jerk on the telephone who's wanting to get in your pants told you.
No, wait a minute. Some jerk on the telephone wants to get in your pants. Who would this be? Because this is like way before online dating and shit. So
I guess you're just talking to somebody on the phone and he's like talking about how he wants to get in your pants.
because that happens every day.
All the time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's see. He's liable to tell you anything. This man is stupid. He's ignorant. He's a damn fool. He don't care anything about you. All he wants to do is fuck you a few times and then he's going to turn you loose to the world.
He dropped his semen into your sin sack and he walks away happy and he goes to find another woman to defile.
And, okay, here's another random thing he just spewed out. Mercury in fish can change your DNA or your RNA.
Okay.
How about that?
And that just pops out of there of nowhere.
That just popped out of there.
And he never mentions the fish, mercury, or RNA again.
He went on a little bit about it, but not, I mean, just like, it didn't flow. It was just kind of like, oh, forgot to mention this.
Kind of like I do. At least my shit's entertaining.
I was just going to say, his is, oh my God. And his little giggle is so creepy.
Girl, if you think I hate Wing Night Wednesday, I would have Wing Night Wednesday every day in life to have never have listened to this once a week. I mean,
Oh my
to
God.
compare it, I would do Wing Night Wednesday every night of the week rather than to have listened. Keep going.
Okay, let's see here. Science wants to put in certain genes and take out certain genes that ancestors have put in there through sin. So that's what you were saying.
Yes.
In doing this, they don't realize what they're doing here because when they take out that gene and put in another, they're going to put in new troubles.
Yeah, because you're quote unquote playing God.
Okay. Here's another good one. Science knows we can send images through the eyes, into the mind, into the heart that is fed into the DNA.
Yes.
So everything goes right to the DNA.
Oh, and at some point, did you get to a point there's a little bone in the back of your neck that holds your soul?
No, I didn't get to that.
That's in one of them somewhere and it can't be destroyed. It can't be crushed. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Keep going.
Okay, so now he's talking about 2 of his kids. Okay, so you need to tell me what you know about this.
Don't use their names.
No, he didn't.
Okay.
No, he didn't. 2 of my children, one is in the army that was actually once a deacon in the cult, and now he's in the army trying to enforce democracy. One of my daughters is not here anymore.
That one we discussed, the one that you asked if he even felt any remorse for her death.
Okay, well, here we go. I've cast them off, and they would have to work with the elders.
Holy shit.
What?
Go, keep reading.
I wouldn't even want to deal with them if they tried to come back. Let the elders deal with them. When you get to where I can look at you without the disgust that I have in my mind for you, then I'll talk to you. This stuff is so disgusting to me right now that I wouldn't even want to look at their faces right now.
God, I've never wanted to throat punch him more in my life. Well, obviously his daughter can't come back. God, my hate for him is just doubled. Keep going.
Okay. All right. Well, so we're back to something else. That was just like a little blurb about his kids.
What a loving father.
I love how unconditional love.
Yeah.
Which apparently he has no idea what that means.
No.
No idea. Let's see here.
I'm so sorry, guys, for everybody who knew her.
Here we go. It's talking about whores.
Whores.
Yes.
Going from talking to his about his children to whores.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Why not? The body is not for sexual impurity, and this is one of the sexual impurities of being a whore, or being a whoremonger, or a whore master. And then he giggles.
That's because he's a whore master.
He's something. The whore is a whore master, even if she don't have a pimp to go over her head.
But wonderful English.
She don't have a pimp.
Don't have pimp.
Don't have pimp.
Because all whores have pimps.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
She don't have one.
Well, you know, they didn't have the back pages in Craigslist back then.
Oh my God. Let's see here. One who is with the prostitute takes in what she has through his penis. He deposits what he has through her vagina, and both bodies try to fight and adjust to what was put in it. That is becoming one. You can become one with a beast. Giggle. No, you can't because it'll never adjust, but you're trying to.
Oh, yeah, the bestiality thing again. Bestiality was a big one. It was rumored, and I'm not even going to say who, but it was rumored that somebody got caught doing one of their...
I was just going to say, because usually when rules are made, it's because they have to be made.
Somebody was doing a goat and got caught.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I guess if you ain't got a woman and you can't touch a woman and all women are whores, you look at that goat and think, well...
But you can become one with a goat.
Well, the goat ain't gonna give you no people diseases, at least.
Oh, jeez.
I don't. Again, there's always a person that there's a reason for the rule.
Right, exactly.
And I don't know who got caught with the goat, but yeah.
Oh my God. I just can't believe when he's talking about his kids like that. I mean, and to listen, I mean, it's one thing to read the words, but to listen to the sound, like the tone of his voice.
I meant to say that to you. You're reading this stuff for people out there to listen to, but the theatrics,
right,
of how he raises and lowers his voice, how he screams stuff out. Do you hear the applause or?
I have not heard applause.
Well, that's because these ones weren't applausable, but
yeah, exactly.
But there's literally were times that he would be on stage and he would say something and they'd start applauding and standing up, and then they had to stop doing that because that's worldly.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, they don't do anything that's worldly.
You can't applaud. You can't laugh.
No, you get fined 25 cents.
But he's laughing like no one's business during these sermons.
Well, that's because those sermons were back in the early 2000s. And since then, these are the ridiculous things he's come up with. I mean, think about it. Who can go... I mean, I don't even know what these women have to laugh about out there. Do you know what I mean? First off, but I guess even in bad situations, like she said, you try and make the best of it. And it's a shitty place. And I mean, even me and my friends did it. You joke around, you laugh, you throw parties.
Try to make the best of it.
You throw parties when your husband's out of town and try not to crispify the parrot.
You fling the parrot.
Hey, that was not me. I told her don't pet the parrot, and she did. But yeah, it's a miserable place. I can't imagine being out there for like the bitch I love to hate 30 plus years.
But yet she's like spewing on Facebook about how great this place is.
Oh yeah, spewing.
Oh my God.
And she's promoting, I guess, I don't know how many things they have out there, like, the solution that's peaceful, all kinds of crap. So I guess it's self-promotion, that you keep getting these entities to keep promoting, and then outside people start noticing and get a big following. You really need to go on their official page, though, and look at all of these reviews. They're hysterical. They all have the same last name. Excuse me. So.
Oh my God! I just keep thinking about if the bitch you love to hate, if her husband becomes an elder.
He is an elder.
No, or I mean like the grand, not the elder, but like if he becomes Grand Poobah.
Right.
Like,
you're giving her hope. I bet her little stomach is
gonna
tingling.
Be like a pig in shit, man. She is gonna be.
Oh, I'm sure.
Could you just imagine?
Well, she's queen bitch as it is. She's as high as she can get without being one of little man's wives, which probably chaps her ass to begin with. Who knows? Yeah.
Oh man.
You could go and be one of little man's wives.
Hell no.
You could actually get a tape measure and tell us how long they dangle.
No. Just when you even showed me that picture of him. Ugh.
Like I said, his face creeps me out, but at least he got his teeth fixed, because we were all just like in shock of This man got money. Why does his teeth look like that? You know?
Got some veneers. He's good to go.
Maybe he got implants. Who knows?
Ugh.
He got the money for whatever he wants. Come on.
You paid for his teeth.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah. Wish I could knock them all out. Can I say that?
You just did.
I guess I just did. Well, guys, keep the questions coming, and maybe Laura will actually finish one of the tapes. How far did you get through that one?
I finished pretty much all of it. But he just like rambled back and forth and on about democracy and this and that. I'm just like, I can't. Like, there's some things that it literally makes no sense.
That's what I told you. Sitting in those sermons, it just jumps from one thing to the next, to the one thing to the next.
Right. And it's very difficult to listen to and take notes because it's not coherent.
Imagine if you're sitting. I'll post I'll post one of my tally sheets when we get done here.
Oh, of all the dirty words he said.
Shit, titties, fuck her in the ass, you know.
Because everyone hears those during sermons. Come on.
You know, my kids I don't think went to them, but like, how do you explain to your young children that we don't say these words?
Yeah. What's a titty, Mom?
Yeah, so anyway, keep your questions coming. Jump on Facebook. Get
Start a conversation.
Yes.
About anything.
Anything at all. Anyway, you got anything else?
I have nothing. We're just like staring at each other. I'm just like, from listening to these tapes, I just like, it takes something out of me. It really does.
It's your soul, Laura. It sucks your soul.
It sucks my soul out. Oh my God.
Did you want to like jam a screwdriver in your ear again?
Oh, I did. I was just,
Can you imagine being made to listen to that voice 24/7?
No.
You get up to use the bathroom in the middle of the night and get a drink of water, and you just hear that craggly old voice just pumping on and on.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
All right, guys. As always, if you need a way to get out of something, contact me, contact the show, contact us through wherever. And I'll try my best to help you until we get the nonprofit going. And I don't know, Laura, you got anything else to say?
Nope, I don't.
And if you need to, confide in a friend, somebody out there will be able to help you. A little bit at least.
Yep.
Till next time, guys, it's been Deb.
And Laura.
And remember, if someplace you don't want to be, get the hell out.
Talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.